The results of various neuroimaging studies tell us that when an individual physically performs an action, areas of the brain that are associated with movement planning and control become more active, forming a distinctive pattern of neural activation. However, what is galvanizing is that the same area of the brain also becomes active during mental practice. This evidence indicates that mental practice can be used to enhance, mold, and support the neural circuitry involved in active movement, even without physical practice. This is particularly important in sports performance because this means the neural connections associated with precise movement can be preserved, even during periods of physical inactivity such as during recovery or during injury. This theory is called functional equivalence. For an example, if an athlete imaged themselves kicking a football, the areas of the brain which become active when they actually kick a football activate during imagery of the task. Functional equivalence proposes that this activation through imagery can strengthen the neural activity which would occur during the execution of the movement, and consequently improve motor output and sporting success. This activation of neural areas during imagery can also lead to other physiological responses, which are reflective of the actual situation, such as increases in heart rate and ventilation frequency and muscle activity. Despite the apparent consensus that imagery is an important psychological skill, there has been little agreement in the sports psychology literature as to how imagery should be used. Additionally, copious research studies can be found on this topic, which span many fields of science, including applied sports psychology, mainstream psychology, cognitive psychology, and neuroscience journals. This academic diversity has proven a challenge for sports psychology practitioners, coaches, and athletes to make use of the studies in their practical work. Realizing the need for a model based on solid theoretical and empirical foundations to help guide practitioners' use of imagery, Holmes and Collins in 2001 devised PETLAP. This is an acronym representing a 7-point checklist of guidelines to be followed when devising an imagery intervention.